Your real estate is harder to sell than your other asset classes. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Well, you might be surprised. Hi, I'm Keith Weinhold, Forbes Real Estate Council member and host of the Get Rich Education podcast. It can take you 30 to 45 days or even longer to sell a piece of real estate. You might have to do things like wait on inspections, repairs, appraisals, some unknowns, and waiting for your buyer's financing approval. Well, stocks, gold, and mutual funds, they're all more liquid than real estate. Now, is that good or is that bad? Well, if you need money in a fast sale, then real estate's illiquidity is clearly detrimental. If you're going to need a big lump of money soon, then don't tie up that portion in real estate. Now consider the other side of the coin, the long-term side. Because your real estate is hard to sell, there is no such thing as panic selling in real estate. That's exactly why real estate prices are more stable than stocks, gold, and mutual funds. A stock can gain or lose 15% of its value in one day. In real estate, it's unusual for that to happen in 1 year. Additionally, a 15% loss in your Facebook stock price can come with little warning, like a disappointing quarterly earnings report. Or your energy sector's mutual fund value can evaporate 15% in 1 week with a surprise OPEC announcement. As Ken McElroy once said when he joined me on the Get Rich Education podcast, real estate is dumb and slow. And he's right. Before a drop in your value of real estate, you would be provided with ample early signals. Perhaps that comes to you in the form of local job layoffs, meaning there's less demand for real estate, or widespread irresponsible lending practices that could lead to unsustainable pricing. If real estate were quick to buy and sell, it would quickly go from stable and predictable to volatile and unpredictable. So real estate is hard to sell. Is that good or bad? It depends on you, but for long-term thinkers and investors, illiquidity is actually a positive attribute that makes real estate's prices stable. Well, if you like wealth building ideas like this, check out the Get Rich Education podcast and app. With more than 2 million listener downloads, I'm proud to say that the show has improved countless financial lives. I invite you to listen to more of me free while you're on the go with the Get Rich Education podcast and app.
Since 2014, the powerful Get Rich Education podcast has created more passive income for people than nearly any other show in the world. This show teaches you how to earn strong returns from passive real estate investing in the best markets without losing your time being a flipper or landlord. Show host Keith Weinhold writes for Forbes and delivers a new show every week. Since 2014, there's been millions of listener downloads in 188 world nations. He has A-list show guests include top-selling personal finance author Robert Kiyosaki. Get Rich Education can be heard on every podcast platform, plus it has its own dedicated Apple and Android listener phone apps. Build wealth on the go with the Get Rich Education podcast. Sign up now for the Get Rich Education podcast or visit GetRichEducation.com.